Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Johnny Cassell, your dating and lifestyle strategist. Now, it's 2026. We need to look at the dating playbook. What's the play? Stay tuned because I think number 9 is so freaking obvious that you'd be so surprised that you didn't even think of this one yourself. Okay, number 1 is you got to get your optics sorted. What do I mean by that? I'm talking about your visual language, how you turn up, your image, your grooming, your presentation, how you look offline, and how you look online. Now, if you're taking care of your image, remember, every time you go out, you're amongst friends or you're at an event and a photograph is taken, then that is the image that is captured of you. That is the image that then floats around on someone's social media channel, and people can find you through that path. So you need to take care of yourself at the source. Give yourself an audit. How can I look better? You're looking at your hair, you're looking at your teeth, you're looking at your skin, you're looking at your wardrobe, you're looking at your physique. What do I need help in with that area? Think of it like this. What you put out there is what you attract. So at the same time, you've got to also think about the tribe that you're trying to attract, like the archetype. What tribe does she belong to? And try to zoom in and capture that also. Number 2, now let's have a look at the apps. Now look, the apps are still working for some, and you know my stance on that if you've been watching my channel for quite some time. I want you guys to get off the apps. I don't want your self-esteem and confidence to be measured on your success through these apps because they're gamified. They just want to keep you on there, and there's a lot of dopamine addiction going on. However, what I will say is I will acknowledge there are apps now that are starting to get to the frustration of the users on these conventional swipe left, swipe right mechanism type apps, and are more focused on getting you to events. Now, if there are any apps, new apps that come onto the market, you also have a great advantage of getting on there early. If you can get on there early, the reason why this is beneficial is because you have a window where all those promotional people that they'll push in, when an app launches, they contact PR companies and get like the fancy people, the attractive people, the models, the actresses, all that kind of stuff to make it look popular. If you can get in there early, then you will have a window to access these people before it hits the mass market level. So that's what my advice on apps in 2026. Now that was like a 2 and a 3. So number 4 is in real life, man. I've been teaching guys how to approach people in real life for such a long time now, like over 16 years, and it's never going to be not the way to do it, right? There are women out there that are so frustrated who are seeking out a romantic opportunity, and men aren't taking the action. And if you don't have to look too far, I mean, there's many articles in the media and there's many sort of discussion points around this where men aren't taking action. Well, if that to be the case, even more so should be the reason why you should go out there and approach, because in theory, there is less competition. Remember, every time you leave your house, you have an opportunity to meet someone new, whether you're on the way to work, whether you're at the coffee shop, whether it be at the library, in the park, with people walking their dog. There is always an opportunity to meet someone new for the first time. We have to have the courage and the confidence to engage and understand the female psyche is they want this. Look at what it demonstrates to them. It's such a bold move to approach a woman in the daytime. It gives her a clue as to, wow, if he's like that now, then he's a real go-getter. That is a very masculine trait to go and approach someone in the daytime. Number 5 is join a community, right? I always say, actually, this really should be number 1, right? Is join a community. If I'm working with people and I see them hit the same old patterns, and normally it's they go on the apps, they meet someone, doesn't work out, go on the apps, you've got a community problem. The reason why you're going on the apps is because you don't have a social life. Let's write down 5 things that I enjoy or I've lost touch with. right? It might be the music, something in the arts, something creative. It might be sports. It might be a book club. It could be anything, right? Now, literally go on ChatGPT or Grok or Google or whatever and just do a search. There might even be a Facebook group around that or something. Just find a community based on your interests. And that then becomes the foundation of meeting people. So it never really matters what's going on in your dating life. You're never really going to experience loneliness because you have a foundation of community. You can meet people in the community. You can meet people through the community. You know, people might extend an invitation to something they're doing like outside of the community. It's an essential part of the play in 2026. You got to find community. Number 6 is you got to become the host. Okay, you got to become the host. If you're using these skills that you're learning from my channel and others or my programs or whatever, you're meeting new people, okay? You're meeting new people, so now you have the opportunity to host something. You got to be the reason why people are meeting each other. You know, you are the conduit. You are the person that brings people together. And by proxy, what will actually happen, people will bring in their extended circles into one of your hosting experiences. And it is very likely that that person on the peripherals would want to get to know you, want to get close to you. Naturally, you'll experience attraction from you position yourself in this position. So you've got to become the host. What can you host? You could host sporting events. I mean, you don't even have to like the situation. It might be some boxing on the television or some tennis or a football game or whatever. You use it as a reason to bring people together. You put on some food, you put on some drinks, you have a little party afterwards. It's just an excuse to bring people together. Number 7, I see this mistake all the time, right? It's you got to slow down. Slow down. What I'm seeing is guys, they have a successful interaction. They get the Instagram, they get the number or whatever, and they're so quick to try and get the date in the diary. Chill out, man. Chill out. Look, nothing can happen outside of tension, okay? It's obvious that there is an acknowledgement of interest towards each other. Think about what it says if you're just trying to get it in too quickly, like in the next couple of days. Like, why do you need to see her in a couple of days? What have you not got going on in your life that you need to see this woman in the next 2 or 3 days? What do you think that communicates to her, right? It's so much more attractive to actually communicate reasons why you can't see her immediately, right? A woman doesn't want to feel like your number one priority straight away. It will get to that, right? It will get to her moving up a placement on the totem pole. But think of how that feels for the other. If she starts to feel like they're a priority so instantly, it communicates to them that you don't have this in your life. It's a scarce resource. And that's not attractive, right? People want what other people want. And that especially be the case with women. So you've got to give the impression that that is the case. Number 8 is you got to fix you. Okay, now if you've identified there's things in your lifestyle that just don't seem compatible for a healthy union, yes, it's the obvious stuff. It could be the drugs, the alcohol, the attitude, the lack of ambition, or the shitty friends, whatever it is, you got to fix it. You got to fix that, right? You've really got to think, what am I closing for? Am I closing for the good time party boy, or am I closing for the husband father situation? Because again, what you put out there is what they see. Okay, it's the optics. So look at the phase you're going through in your life right now. Look at what you want to draw in. Look at what you want to attract. And it starts from within. It's time to clean up your act, right? It really, that's the situation. You've got to clean up your act. What's the deal on the table that you are presenting? Number 10, every single one watching this is guilty of this. This applies to all of us. We need to be less on the phone. Because if you're on the phone constantly, and I'm just talking about maybe, you're on the street or you're in some sort of social situation, you're on your phone. First of all, you're missing opportunity. Your head always needs to be, looking out the windshield. right? You're driving, if you're not looking out the windshield, you're going to crash the car, right? So it's dangerous. It's dangerous to always be on your phone, because if you're always on your phone, you're going to remain single because you're just not seeing the opportunity. It's constantly around you. As I say, every single day when you leave your house, there's opportunity, right? Another scenario, you might be at a party and it's obvious that every 5 or 10 minutes you are checking your phone. Now, yes, it's dopamine addiction. We also know that is part of it. But another part of it is you're anxious. You're going into your phone as an escape, right? Now, if we know that is the common thing around us, and you are one of a few people that's not doing that, then you open up yourself as an opportunity to interact with. That makes sense? So you got to have your head looking out the windshield, right? Less in the footwell, less on the phone, and you got to look at those opportunities. And I'll throw a bonus one in here as well. More eye contact. More eye contact. You got to hold that eye contact, because that is the window to the soul, my friend. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers. All right, guys. I just want to take 2 seconds here to talk about what I actually do, right? And the whole reason for this channel. I've been a dating expert for over 16 years now. I've been helping people with their social life, their dating life. I can literally help you get a girlfriend or improve your lifestyle all within 30 days. So if that's something that interests you, head on over to my website, johnnycassell.com. You can join my community. You can apply to be on one of my workshops here in London. And finally, get this area of your life sorted. Check it out.